great. That sucks. Like they're way better than you at that, like 98% of the time. Then you've got like Split, Bind. You want to play them on those maps?
No.
You gotta hope they like leave Breeze open and you have a decent Breeze. It's basically, and even they're not that bad at that map either. So like. The whole thing is a nightmare coming into this team. This should be right now the favorites to win London. I mean, early on, I know it's like we got a couple months to go, but if this isn't globally the favorites to win London right now, I think you're wrong. I think you're just wrong.
Statements being made today. And this is really interesting here. We got 𝐿𝐿𝐸 facing 𝐿𝐸. I would not want to be 𝐿𝐿𝐸 right now when 𝐿𝐸 is in prime form.
But he doesn't have the satchels. He's screwed. There's no satchels.
There's no movement here, buddy. You got.
Oh, no way he wins that.
There we
Okay.
go. There we
Yeah,
go.
that
Cheeky
was.
strafe.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. See, maybe like he has been wrecking the
Is he gonna do it
skirmish.
again? Oh wait, 𝐿𝐿𝐸 is doing it. Oh yeah, see that doesn't work either. 𝐿𝐿𝐸.
6点开始，看到7点，
If you're gonna do that,
应该至少能看完一场。
Because Jing isn't gonna give you a lot of time to course
You
correct.
should take the Phantom if you're gonna do that jump.
You're a big Phantom guy.
Today, yes. Normally,
Yeah.
no. I'm actually a big Vandal guy. I think the Vandal is, in most situations, the better rifle, but that isn't always true.
Yeah,
喝水，
that is
考虑。
technically correct. But I too,
There we go.
I
Like he's
too
pulling it
prefer
back.
the Vandal.
He's pulling it back 4-3. I think this is better than some people would have predicted he would have been able to do. But okay, yeah. It's over. My bad. Sorry for starting to talk there. Sorry for trying to bring some hype, like
How dare you?
That's my bad.
Yeah, I can't believe you've done this to him.
I know our mystery guy on build diff. There was one person who picked 𝐿𝐸𝐸 on build diff, and
He's been playing pretty decent, actually.
Well, last week he was
来
the guy.
看一
He was
下
the only one. You know, he
早安
He，was
早
the
安，
lucky of Valorant,
He
yeah.
was last
Yeah.
week. He was the lucky of Valorant in a
一路尽地，
Yeah.
天幕之下。
It was the big, but as the map draft comes in
莲
here,
花
I
古
don't know. I
城，
don't want to see the 𝐿𝐸𝐸 of Valorant today. I think that's usually a bad sign. It's like when 𝐸𝐸 was on Team Secret. Like, you know, things are not going the way it should be going.
Well, we know 𝐿𝐸𝐸 have great shooters. So if Lucky is up
Yeah.
there at the top of the
很
squad,
开心是
Everything
吧
else is going catastrophic.
超传家宝了不起是
we
吧
do？have the map veto coming in. We will be seeing Fracture and
早安。
Lotus as that map 3. So PRX are going to be feeling very, very happy.
但我觉得我吃饭回来应该很晚。
Those maps are
这是什么比赛？太平洋赛区的 B 阶段比赛。
Especially Lotus come through as a map 3 there.
I'm surprised they don't pick Breeze here either. Like that's and then they ban it in the second phase. This is
Yeah.
generally like one of Solo's best maps.
你要走了，
Quite curious to me. Does he have something
这么
new?
快
Are we gonna see some
你又要睡觉？
not actually just blowing smoke up somewhere where he shouldn't be blowing smoke and just saying that he's actually gonna change some comps and do
Yeah.
some other
我吃完饭回来不知道几点，感觉会很晚，应该应该不会再开了，
PRX lost it last week, but frankly that was because
因为礼拜一还要上课。
unbelievable whiffs I've ever seen from that team.
Yeah.
They
And I
should have
was
won
like, what in the world? Yes, they should have.
你来说你很开心而已，
Madness.
炫耀
I think this is very curious. I'm really hoping
60次，
this week because as you guys appropriately reacted to last week's performance, 𝐿𝐸𝐸 was definitely not informed there, and I want to see something a little bit different. I'm actually a little surprised they picked into Haven
Yeah.
first.
I mean, Haven has been historically a good map for PRX as well.
主播看不完我会替你看完
You，don't have too many
放心，我在吃饭的时候也是会继续看的。
Big moment. I love him on the chamber, and I think even in this newer meta,
开心的事要分
I
享
want to see them stick with that. Jing played the Phoenix. I want to see them stick with that as well. I think they could just make probably swap.
我今天商店
and I think
看一下，看一下刷到什么。
stuff that they've already worked on and showed a lot
我每天起来就是先看一下有没有心灵 bot，
It's fine.
然后没有我就关掉，然后继续睡觉。
Obviously, but now you're not so good compared to how he used to be. So okay, let's try the Jet again or something.
哦，今天有灵花战神，
Neon looked
但
pretty
是
solid, honestly.
我不玩战神这个粪枪。
Got a bunch of options. I'm concerned though for 𝐿𝐸𝐸 that they're just gonna run the Viper comp, and I'm gonna lose my mind.
I mean, I think
I would be disappointed.
It's Neon Viper, and you don't have Munchkin as an IGL. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just not the same. And it looks like a lot of the audience who voted feel similarly about today's.
I mean, when you watch week 1, you see PRX take down the reigning global champions, and you see 𝐿𝐸𝐸 look just nothing like we've seen them look in the past. They lose in a dominant fashion. It's easy to predict PRX today. I didn't spend more than 3 seconds on this prediction because it looks open and close. I would love to be wrong. I would love to see some flair come back from 𝐿𝐸𝐸, but we have to wait and see. We need to see more from them today for sure.
Yeah, we absolutely do here, and now they have a little bit more time after their long break.
Yep.
Gen.G has had time to do things in solo. I know he knows what he needs to do. He knows that his players need to be more flexible. They know they need a deeper and frankly a brand new playbook here. You can't keep using the same stuff that was working for so long. This is what they were known for being able to add on, perfect what they already had. But
I need to see Karan back on Omen.
Yeah.
He's just one of the best Omens out
Yes.
there. Please, God, give this man the opportunity to just do what he does best
Yeah.
and ruin people's days as a side anchor with Omen.
That's right, and I believe we'll be going on a very short break, so guys, don't go too far away. We're going to be going into map 1 very shortly.
那么多恐龙。他每次这个倒数计时都是假的，我真受不了。
We've got two esports endemic brands coming together to create a series of products for esports for the biggest stages.
퍼포먼스랑 컴페티션이 주요 키워드다 보니까 레이싱이라는 테마를 잡고 거기서 이제 영감받은 그래픽 요소들이나 다이나믹하고 날렵한 그런 실루엣 같은 것들을 저희 FS1 마우스에 적용을 해봤고요.
我们希望可以协助 PO 厂成为电竞圈的顶尖品牌，而 Voxy 是其中一个助力。
就跟你说下午2点开播一样假，哎，哪有啦？我有可能2点开妹。
Red Bull gives you wings. Red Bull gives you wings.
This is VCT Pacific 2026. Earn everything.
They ask how I do it, how I'm stronger and faster. The only answer I know to give, I was born a master. Destined to
这是定妆照有点好笑。太平洋的开幕动画好帅啊！
Today's matchup. Gen.G.
Gen.G, a Masters winner, once one of Pacific's greats, once one of the only teams that could stop PaperX, is now in a form we've never seen before. And that form is extremely disappointing. Well, that might be a good thing. A little bit of a lucky rub here because they are totally in a slump right now, and they're about to go against a very honed PaperX.
One thing that I do like about this Gen G team is that they decided to not let it get any worse. They saw what happened in week 1 and said, okay, we have to adjust now. They brought Ash back in to the lineup to play today. They were not happy with what went on in week 1, so they're trying to fix it. I like that a lot. I just need to see a different level of performance in the server. These players are good enough. These coaches are good enough, but you're against PaperX.
Yes, a PaperX where right now we see no weaknesses with this team, whether it's the map pool, whether it's the meta, and even all the individual players are absolutely performing.
I mean, as per usual, the only real weakness with PaperX is within themselves. Like, that is kind of the only thing that seems to get in their way is when they sort of lose the script a little bit, they overheat too much, things like that, and they are generally much better at that. I mean, there was a quick little interview with Bonkar and Josh RT from G2 and NRG talking about having to go up against this team and how it, you know, the psychology of this team, how they're just going to come at you. It's just W gaming all over the place, but they don't actually play like that anymore. They change up their pace and their rhythm so much that it's impossible to guess what the hell they're going to do round to round.
I'm just really upset. I just saw
你的头发什么时候会长
that
回
has made
来
my day. Wonderful. He's down with the kids. He's youthful. Bringing that Gen Z energy to the stage.
You know, it makes Vic mad, so I'm okay with it. That's it. That's all.
We're gonna have a chat. I'm gonna have a chat with the coaches after this.
Yeah, like, I think the interesting thing about PaperX is, like you say, for so long they were known as the W gaming. They were so fast and aggressive. Then the meta shifted so that everyone had to be fast and aggressive. And you see how they adapt and they change. They're not okay with being sheep. They never will be. They will always chart their own course here, find their own path in Valorant, and that's what makes them so tough to go up against. Taking a look at the map veto once again, and all of us predicted PaperX, and we're probably feeling even better about it. Fracture and Lotus, the two new maps coming in, maps that PaperX love. Gen G are the underdogs today, but we know they have potential if they play to their ceiling.
Yeah, I'm seeing, it's so cool just seeing the interaction between these two huddles. Both of these teams are full of players who are
我也去剪一个就知道了，没关系。
long time. You can just tell, like,
突然也不是那么想知道，没关系。
there. I see belly rubs happening somewhere over on PaperX's side, but it's interesting when you're pointing out PaperX's playstyle and how a lot of teams have tried to learn that very aggressive playstyle as well. And you can see PaperX initially struggled with that a little bit in kickoff, but now they've adapted. They're like, all right, you know what, fine. You want to play like this? They've slowly learned how to counter it when they were a little bit taken aback initially. But of course, is Gen G going to be doing that today? That's really the question, because they've been anything but that.
Yeah, right. But we start now on Gen G's map pick of Haven, so really looking to see what they've got cooked up coming into this. I want to see, well,
yo, whoa,
okay,
whoa,
okay.
怎么样呢？
It's different.
It's Charon on the Phoenix for Gen G. This is pretty much a mirror, apart from Sova Fade is the only difference there. But yeah, the roles on Gen G is the most interesting thing here.
This is like, it's gonna have to be.
你
I mean, you're basically stealing PaperX's combo.
Yeah.
Teams have been doing, you know, with the Phoenix, with the Neon, or the other duelist, whatever it may be, but with the Phoenix in particular. But you're gonna have to be iterative. You're gonna have to be innovative. You're gonna have to be creative to beat PaperX at their own game here.
Yeah, you're
They're
not
being creative.
You're not going to throw anything at them that they haven't already seen 1,000 times because they've practiced with this.
Real quick, it's really hard to play Phoenix on stage for the first time because the pace of game at this level is different than your ranked games. Anything you can practice, it's different.
This is so crazy. And, you know, yes, double duelists on the side of Gen G, but the duelists aren't who I'm expecting them to be. So this is very interesting. At the very least, they're trying new things.
Yeah, Texas back home in the Sentinel role. Let's see what he can bring on this game.
You knew all along.
Oh my god, yes. The last time I saw him on that was back on Global Esports. But we're going to send it over to our casters who can explain a little bit more about that.
Oh, yes. Okay. When Morgan was the coach. That's fun, but for sure, hey, I'm Quack. This is Pilsky, of course. I mean, this whole matchup, 𝐀𝐿𝐥 feels like they might have been nerfed by the roster shuffles, the meta a little bit. Now they're starting to catch up to it. What do you think of this?
I mean, 𝐂𝐿 will do anything but play smokes at this point, it seems like.
Yeah,
𝐀𝐿𝐥, looking at their performance last week, I think that they've taken the approach of burn it all down and start again. And I'm not necessarily against that. However, if they completely change their style here and it doesn't work for the second week in a row, it's time to give up. I think.
No!
Honestly, they just need. I honestly felt like they would have just gone back to put 𝐂𝐿 on the smokes, maybe 𝐵oxy9 or something like that, or create comfortable roles to some of these players. But they continue to just play things that are a little bit different and take things in a bit of a different direction. Let's see if it's going to work. Zinx, 𝐂𝐿 both had a rough performance last week. They were by far the worst two players on 𝐁𝐺. 𝐵oxy9 struggled on the smokes role, and they've changed up all three of those positions and hope that they can work a little bit better for them today.
Right. It's been a week since that. Well, this Haven's something that they might have been keeping a secret. We'll have to see. Sometimes you look like a fool until you become a genius. It all comes down to this map of Haven. So let's get down to business.
Yeah. As mentioned, 𝐁𝐺 playing a comp that PRX will be well and truly familiar with. They have been playing Phoenix Chamber on this map for quite a long time. They're used to starting out on the defense. Somewhat of a mirror matchup, just a difference of initiator, and it will be a C stack early on here for PRX with just 𝐸 solo on the A side of the map. 𝐁𝐺 creeping their way into grass. Smoke onto window gives them pause for thought that there might be some kind of play in the middle of the map here. But nonetheless, it does seem like they will go for a C split into a 4 stack.
Well, PRX trying to play around it as well, though, right into the smokes. Ooh, boy, all the pistols colliding against one another. It's just 𝐸 off to the back end of sight with the Headhunter. Trying to pick his targets bit by bit. All by his loads him, and he's done a pretty bang-up job so far. Just 𝐿𝐿𝐥 against 𝐸nvi, who has a Sheriff.
Yeah, 𝐿𝐿𝐥 was by far the best performer on 𝐁𝐺 last week, so let's see if he continues to show some brilliance in the server. A player that at times has been criticized for his individual game has recently been picking it up, and he's off to a bang on the pistol. Initiator versus Initiator, both of them have used their scan. 30-second cooldown for 𝐿𝐿𝐥, but only 10 for 𝐸nvi, so he will have a dart. He has a more powerful pistol. He has a little bit extra HP. 𝐿𝐿𝐥 with the element of positional advantage here.
𝐸nvi, just body shots would be enough. But you're absolutely right. The position might definitely turn things around as he snaps right onto the top of 𝐸nvi's head as well. 𝐁𝐺 picking up the pistol.
Yeah, a bit of a messy exchange in the garage. But 𝐁𝐺 do come out ahead despite a nice multi-frag on the back of the C site from 𝐸. 𝐿𝐿𝐥 secures it in the clutch. You can see him already on the fade.
打败差点全接完了。
A typical choice of info enit on this map. Definitely a couple of players that do like to play it. Actually, a lot of people preferring the Sova. Something
鬼妹
that
还是太
I'm
强。
unfamiliar with. Good start for 𝐁𝐺 though.
Just continuing to try to snowball that into something bigger.
Yeah, you already got a 2K for 𝐂𝐿 as well. Which means, again, you're looking at Phoenix being this snowball agent that can string the run-it-backs together. Very popular choice of combinations at the moment in this current meta. And once again, a big stack on the site for PRX.
Something that 𝐁𝐺 should be expecting. Big check up from 𝐸, but it's just 𝐂𝐿 on his death march into sight. Just truly and well farming up to the ultimate again. Just something for a bit of damage, but Forsaken spotted out at the end as well.
Yeah, good stuff for 𝐁𝐺. Very confident looking anti-eco there. 𝐂𝐿 does secure himself a run-it-back. Heading into the bonus round is exactly what you want from your Phoenix early on. 𝐿𝐿𝐥 getting close to a nightfall. Contact approach straight up into the A side of the map. It just hasn't felt like PRX has really got the timing that they have wanted so far in this game, both in the pistol and this anti-eco. Heavily stacked up on the sites, but just not quite finding the right angles to get the success that they've been looking for. I mean, again, it's a big stack in the middle of the map.
PRX looking to try to find picks against them as well. They will be awarded for a couple, and then out for the Blaze Wall, just kind of stall things as well.
What is Ash doing there? Forget about that for a moment.
好久没来，这2天上完班倒头就睡，哪有很久？还好吧，感觉还好。没事，我能理解。
Texture already kind of alarmed to it. Still, unfortunately, kind of sacking over his teammate. It's going to be down to the 1v1 where he's half HP. Chamber v Chamber. 𝐴𝐻𝐸 has been playing this for quite some time now, especially back over in Santiago as well. Has to play onto the spike though, so gets it onto half. Tries to fake out the tap or the peek as well. Big whiff for Texture allows for 𝐴𝐻𝐸 to reply against 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐸.
Yeah, a bit of a messy spray. Nonetheless, though, PaperX scraping themselves the first gun round win versus the bonus. Took everything out of them, though. No armor left over for 𝐴𝐻𝐸. He might try to juggle that Vandal onto a teammate because he's got a 2 at a force now.
那位置好准
They're
哦。
quite happy with how the exchange has gone. Even if they haven't picked up the round, they have very much bankrupted PaperX early on in this game. Heading out of their bonus round, they've still got legs on this attacking side. 4th round in a row, we've had 9 people in the same part of the map. This is just chaos, Quack.
That's exactly what you have with this meta. With these two teams as well, who are quite familiar with one another. Jing this time, though, will be the one to kick things off. First blood eventuates into more. When something is on this Neon on the other end, he might just start to go for a bit of a hunt, or not quite, slowing things down for just a moment.
Yeah, much better looking round for PaperX. 𝐴𝐻𝐸 looking primed with the 2 at a force. Garage continually reinforced. Try peek from Ash, not going to be good enough. It's just Texture. Dealt with by 𝐴𝐻𝐸. The flick was good enough to find a leg. But PaperX, a looking gun round from then. After a struggle in the first gun round versus 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐸's bonus, they recover with flying colors.
好傻。
This first pick from Jing.
I mean, he's done that same flash out Garage multiple times. You're always ready for it. You're always aware of it. It's not like PaperX haven't played this comp or a very similar style to this multiple times already. You've seen all of these little set pieces. So really, it just is a case of timing. Someone needs to be anti-flash. Somebody needs to be punishing that.
这么快就叫暂停哦，这样讲。
Somebody needs to be ready for these off angles as the chamber picks up an operator or pulls his ult out. Which 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐸, I think. This is a case of you get the time.
怎么有人第4回合就浪漫狙杀？
That's what I was thinking.
You know, I've already drawn you up this exact same defense.
这是什么啦？
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. It has to be some kind of a reminder to the boys, but at the same time,
I mean, I didn't realize that we were actually, you know, fully trying to bring some kind of voodoo magic in to bring 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐸 back to, you know, top tier form here in Pacific, but that might be what's needed given the performance last week, if I'm honest.
Well, we'll just kind of forget last week as well. We'll see when we focus everything onto the next. PaperX might be switching things up as well. It's Jing off towards actually middle this time, not to Garage anymore.
Yeah, bit of a split defense, off angle over on the C side of the map from 𝐴𝐻𝐸. Run it back on both sides of things. It's a run it back straight through the middle of the map. PaperX are picking up the aggression. Jing
这么冲，真的假的啊？
from 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐸.
被一只狗咬到还可以冲，我还以为他没开大，吓死我！我发疯了。
PaperX need to play the rest of the round. Out comes the Prowler from spawn. 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐸 have really been pinned back into their side of the map, and it's going to take them quite a bit of time to work their way back into a relevant position in the mid round. Bit of a chamber standoff.
Okay.
𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐸 start to creep their way back into grass now. Do have the Nightfall and the run it back. Another peek from Forsaken, punished well by Texture.
死了，为什么？我以为没打到哎。
Garage control from 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐸.
Could be big. 𝐴𝐻𝐸 still around the corner though. Just trying to play well and true as a chamber. Still in position, but unfortunately caught out by Garage window. Ash marking the flank as well. We'll take down one, but here comes Jing. 2 for now. Has to sync up with 𝐸𝐴𝐸.
𝐿𝐴𝐸 caught at the end of his ult there. He was hoping that Ash would be able to save him, but unfortunately he's kind of been left high and dry. Nice after plant for 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐸 though. Open plant for them. You do have the Blaze Wall to try to get the half.
exactly what Jing intends to do. Maybe trying to swing off of it as well. And there he goes. 𝐿𝐕 actually supporting too. All of a sudden, fire cover movement gives PaperX an advantage while 𝐿𝐕 keeps things in contest. Jing falls and hits the deck. Just Lakia to try to clutch it up.
哎呦，好枪哎！哇！
𝐿𝐕, the premonition.
It's a round you're getting extremely concerned for PaperX. Lost to buy over towards C. But Jing just drags them back into the round with a nice multi-frag. It's actually Forsaken to go down on C. Pardon me. But this is what I was talking about. The Phoenix was free there. If Ash was able to calibrate that kill or just an extra second to keep 𝐿𝐴ron in play, could have been a different story. Jing is just a menace right now. He's getting all the agents he's got maximum comfort on. They talked about the Raze maps over on the desk, but let's not forget Jing loves a Phoenix as well.
Well and truly upgraded thanks to the current map pool and meta. That's it though. Now it's off to the op duel. Also a bit more control out for PaperX towards C.
哎呦，这局到了，
caged in, especially with texture
局已肩膀。
Yeah, the Prowler a second late. In the meantime, PaperX have taken all of C. Something has just been getting on such deep info lines round after round, and I don't know if Ash is going to be ready for it. Easy tap for something. Relay bolt to disengage.
That's ridiculous. I mean, what impresses me so much is the fact that he can continue to escape as well, and then you have this out towards A. Jing just to distract him with utility. He goes in crouch peeking, Forsaken out towards garage window. PaperX are just blocking off every sector of Haven.
It's just looking very disjointed after the pistol for 𝐿𝐵. Defy all over texture there in that duel. You win opening picks on both extremities. And Jing, this is just confidence. Like, he doesn't even care. He's just going to continue re-peeking until somebody punishes him.
Like, you think he's behind the wall.
Potentially. Somewhat of a buyback through for 𝐿𝐵 in this round. Overdrive is in play for Zinx. He had a bit of a shocker last week. And it hasn't started much better for him here.
Last week he was still on the Euro. I mean, one of the only teams in Pacific trying to continue forward with that. This time around, maybe the intention's clear over on the B side. PaperX reads it, hot hands, and Molly's tossed. It will cook someone. And then for the rest of the team to just set up crossfires that barbecue. But all of a sudden, out towards the back of Gong and Garage, 𝐿𝐵 try to establish a foothold over onto C.
I mean, this is vintage from Ash. He's always so good with the first bullet accuracy. Guardian in hand. He explodes in the middle of the map with a couple of taps. Hands on the Vandal now. Crossfire across spawn. Open plant. This is another half-buy round where previously 𝐿𝐵 weren't able to win it. But this time in a much better position to close this out. They cannot let this round slip.
Especially with Ash's position as well. Just trying to stay concealed, but there goes the check. He manages to stand and deliver. Just 𝐿𝐕, who might think to save the op at this point, running out of time.
I mean, he'd love to. I don't know if he's gonna be allowed to. Peeks into Ash, catches his cape there. Headhunter pulled down. He's in between a rock and a hard place. The texture runs him down. A third round for 𝐿𝐵. They look dangerous with the half-buy previous and throw it away in the post-plant, but this time, making their past mistakes. Where did Ash get these couple of kills?
直接烫死哦！
He double TP'd into the back of the site. And a little bit of a fortunate lineup. PaperX. They have a buy back together here. Indeed they do. Hunter's Fury in play as well as the Overdrive. Let's have a little bit of a listen in and see what they come up with.
Going up. I'm blind. Oh, I got scan. Can you fight, guys? Can you fight? Fighting. Pushing garage.
不插点，狗不插点，哦吼！啊，可惜，差点这局 ace 了。
Going out to clear texture's position as well. We'll deal with the drone, but that reveals absolutely where his position is. Trying to fan out across towards window now. 𝐿𝐕 goes swinging, but then you got to watch out for your 6 where Jing just says hello.
Yeah, 𝐿𝐵 just caught by Forsaken. Prowler goes sailing past him. Just a situation where you click it instead of check that close corner. It comes back to bite them. You hear it sailing past him there. None of these players on 𝐀𝐛𝐨𝐮 ready for Forsaken to pop out from that angle. And what is a heavily reinforced position in A lobby where you're expecting maybe a Phoenix pop flash or Paranoia plus a couple of players running at you. That's what they're playing around. It's just a dry peak for Forsaken and some individual brilliance.
They're just so comfortable to keep on going through setups like these. Forces 𝐀𝐛𝐨 to now try to contest towards this portion of the map.
Yeah, Overdrive still in play here for 𝐁𝐁, who picks himself up a bucky. Just hasn't had any impact on this attacking side. He was one of the shining lights for 𝐀𝐁𝐨 over in kickoff.
把那个滑鼠都卡
Shot
住。
on Breeze, like mechanically, this is a player that can hang with the best of them in Pacific, but I feel like he's being juggled around on a million different roles at the moment. And in this current iteration of 𝐁𝐁𝐨, he hasn't been particularly comfortable.
It takes a while to adjust back in, even if you've played the agents before, but now PRX being a little bit more passive, not seeing too much.
Contact approach for 𝐁𝐁𝐨. Forsaken was the thorn in their side just in the round previous. This time the Prowler does connect. Paranoia in response. They expect him in the close corner.
Just trying to set up for it as well, but close corners be damned. It's Forsaken up on top. 𝐴 with a counter recon, but getting burnt a little. Still spots him out though and tries to slide the crosser over onto 𝐁𝐁.
可惜是猴子。
Has overdrive there, which is a huge threat, so 𝐁𝐁 has to back off.
Disengage.
先保
The
命。
overdrive in response for something if he wants to pull it. 𝐻𝐿 with the Blaze Wall creates enough space for the spike to go down.
Which is very well planted as well now. Something onto the judge though. Might not expect the bucky. And AO has a couple more kills while 𝐁𝐁 still
哎呦，
tries
好接耶！
to
哇塞
turn，things into a 1v1.
我闪到自己了。What？
Putting himself into a corner which I'm not sure if Ash expects it though. So he's just waiting for the tap onto the spike, trying to play for time. 𝐁𝐁 just trying to creep up close in front. Oh, quick reactions. And the hair trigger pulled. It's now 𝐁𝐁𝐨 back up 4-5.
It's just justice for Ash. Such a mechanically sharp player. Didn't even do too badly on the controller roll over in kickoff. Like, he wasn't phenomenal. He wasn't outstanding. I feel like in 𝐁𝐁𝐨, since he's come onto the roster, he's just kind of been doing his job. Previously not really a player that had been that much initiator before coming into Tier 1. He was kind of a duelist player.
这样你刚刚有开大吗？
Things like that on 𝐁𝐁𝐶. Some frustration there for something.
气死！
Understandable. He has had a fantastic Neon debut, but a bit of a rougher game from him, as we mentioned.
Not really quite seeing the opportunities. We're now still set up towards 𝐁𝐁. Spots it all out.
But yeah, deal with that setup. Relay bolt, exactly like you said, flushes him out of position. 𝐁𝐁𝐨 quite a patient approach, and something that's the second round in a row where he's going to be having that same reaction, I would imagine. Goes looking for information out of Garage, punished quite heavily.
Gonna have to adjust around it. PRX only now feeling starved for information.
Yeah, ready with the reactive Paranoia. There's still 3 players on this side of the map, 2 players inside a sewer. That could be huge. Double peek off the back of it, and 𝐴 does clean up a little.
Down A.
Well, he's gonna back himself in towards 𝐁𝐁 though. He kind of expects the angle. Continues to take him down and looks to mow down more, but there goes Texture. Just Forsaken into the one and done now. No support because Devi's taking a little bit of time. He beat over into the smoke. Ash expects the position. And then there was just Devi left.
What a key duel to
主播觉得战况如何？我肯定是无条件支持 PRX 哦。相信。
Where could Texture have slipped to? You still need to get onto the spike. He was last seen towards short. But if it's a chamber v chamber, Devi starting to get an idea. Goes in for the check, brain fired onto the top of Texture's
好
forehead.
强！
Even had an insurance
这张图就算没有拿下，剩下2张应该也不会输了，感觉。 必须等伤停站出来。 那也不一定。𝐿现在很猛啊，打败也很稳啊。𝐿只是感觉霓虹还没有到很适合他。毕竟也没练多久，可能要再练一阵子。如果真的要适应霓虹的话。路，早安。
Feeling still confident to take a duel with 𝐀𝐿 here.
Oh, and the smoke comes up.
Yeah, beautiful shot. And as he said, dark cover does close the door. Texture has got his 2 to force out now. We'll join the rest of the boys over towards grass as the Prowler clears out window.
Oh my goodness, and it just dissipates just close enough, but still. Shot for Ash.
Good trade back. Clears out the middle of the map for a moment. 𝐸𝐸 onto the sewer line though does.
𝐿只能说残局哥，每次都看到他的短影片。
Exactly what he does. Through process of elimination, now this high low for PRX feels no pressure to move anywhere.
It's gonna be a tough angle to clear. 𝐸𝐸 is just lapping up all this information.
30 seconds left.
High low. They're gonna get blinded and hit by a Nightfall though, so forced to reposition, but spotting out 𝐬𝐿 at the end as well. Teammate down around him, but the flash still goes wide. Ash! What a reaction! 𝐸𝐸 out from behind. Does he find the timing? Texture is online.
Gonna start it with the drone. Relay bolt to try to make Texture uncomfortable, and will at least push him off the line as he joins the rest of the team in the side. 𝐸𝐸 on the other side of things. It's a very split approach on the retake, and Texture is picking them apart.
Lovely post-plant hold that now set themselves up for a high-low around logs.
有点帅哦，是帅啊，不是帅啊。
survive this setup. I mean, yeah, they know that setup's good because they were just running it. The high-low on logs goes a little bit better in the post-plant for 𝐿𝐺. And just look how topsy-turvy this game. Rounds going back and forth to either side, ending up in messy post-plants time and time again.
𝐿啦。
for dismantling what was a dangerous-looking high-low, the Nightfall plus the paranoia, and a couple of beautiful shots for Ash, who, by the way, is a standout for 𝐿𝐺 right now. 12 kills. Justice for this man. He got benched in map 1. Now he's carrying them.
Just subbed in, and there he is. Kicks off the next round real quick as well. 𝐸𝐸 onto his own tour de force, trying to spot out targets.
Probably time for Foxy9 to fire up the stream again, because I don't think he's getting back on the roster.
There must be something there, but this time it's just something that silences Texture with a singular tap.
He's had a rough go of things, but still sharp as ever with a few of these shots. 𝐺 now taking grass control. Something pushing down C. The rest
主播啥？但我也第一次看到你。目前统一，前阵子调回铁三。最高统2。
3-stack on A.
Shotguns, a lot of operators. In goes the run it back for 𝐻𝐿.
They need to break down this defensive setup if they are to have a good time in this round. Something coming to rendezvous back with the rest of the team as well, but there goes 𝐻𝐿. Run it back, takes down the first player. Forsaken tries to play sneaky towards the back. Takes down both of them. On towards the rest of Ling though, and that's exactly where PRX.
Forsaken 这样还可以没死哦，真的假的啦
Forsaken is just disgusting. Catastrophic goes 𝐿𝐺's assault, but down to 𝐬𝐿 with 1 HP. Still a chance. Not quite. 𝐺 once again.
以为我说红衣，说不定呢，说不定有一天我能上呢。有人看海，有人被爱，有人输到铁2不知悔改。问号输到铁2有吗？
And that's the second time in that half where 𝐻𝐿 comes out of the run it back and Ash has failed to cover him. Definitely going to be some words in the locker room after this game. 𝐺 with a cheeky flank down grass.
那就要关注我，算了，你还是去关注别人吧，算了吧。
7-5 with a slight lead at the half on the defensive side for PRX, but still very much anyone's game here.
Yeah, it's felt quite chaotic, frenetic at times, but also that's just the nature of how these two comps clash against one another. It's just lovely to still see that 𝐿𝐵 has that fight in them.
first half MVP, you're going to be seeing a lot of that in not only Pacific, but I'd imagine if PaperX makes another international event in this current meta, it's like this meta was made for this, man.
I know.
And it's so funny because I remember going into kickoff last year, everybody, I think Fracture came back into the map pool, and the whole narrative was like, oh, Jinx.
主播有 DC 群吗？有机会一起开？有啊，我下面资讯栏有啊。
They were just terrible in last year's kickoff, and so I was
6-7
I was like, man, they've got a lot of good maps again, but I didn't want to say it because of last time. I was like, the last time they got a lot of good maps, they were just bad. But this time,
they've adjusted.
The meta change into stage 1 goes very well for them.
I have to see. Maybe someone in the Riot Dev team's like a huge PaperX fan. Jokes aside,
I mean, I would not be surprised. Easy team to be a fan of. But either way, PaperX back on the attacking side now. First pistol goes the way of 𝐂𝐛𝐨. They'd love another one.
Just trying to position around.
That's
2 players
outrageous,
up short.
by the way. 6 thrifties, and they've won 4 of them. Those are some BS numbers. Grouping up towards this C side of the map. 𝐿𝐼𝐢 with Sheriff in hand, backed up by Ash.
Jiggling around. I mean, it's quite nerve-wracking. Will confirm position, but also gets absolutely stunned up. Ash getting gunned down as
这样不用死哦。
delay the assault. Unfortunately, they're starting to go down bit by bit as PaperX
哇嘞
continue to spread across the site, trying to play around the initial portion of it, the front side. Just Karon towards
冷
the
静
back
点，
end
没
with
事吧？
a flash, low HP, needs to jiggle and bait around the pre-fired angles. Suddenly clearing out towards the back. He knows that he has a bit of positioning, a bit of timing. The initiative handed
不，你
over
们两个看同一个地方是准啊。
hand cannon. Just one shot, one kill, punched through.
You know Karon is good for those kind of clutches. That's where he does his best work. PaperX denies 𝐂𝐿𝐵 both pistols in this game. They say one is enough. Some good utility thrown by 𝐂𝐿𝐵 there. The horn
这霓虹进去可以不用死。
catches multiple players. The curveball blinds multiple players, but they just don't play off of the util that well in that round. It felt a little bit disjointed from 𝐂𝐿𝐵. I think PaperX given too much space. It's a perfect example of where you throw all of the right pieces of util, but just no one capitalizes.
Can be quite odd to try and get positioning around it when PaperX are
我的连结过时了，真的假的？
same time now. The next round, it's
哎呀，哦，滑鼠卡住。
maybe a challenge against Texture. Every round, Texture's had his number.
I mean, he's having a really rough game, I'm not gonna lie. But you see the situations that he's been put in, and he's just getting one-taps. No matter where he goes, he just gets
该
one-taps.
换了。
Now you got Zinx now.
你是说 DC 连结还是滑鼠？
Slow creep up off to the front of the smoke as well. PaperX trying to clear and
No
set
way.
up, but there goes Zinx. Okay, not quite.
I mean, great reaction from Forsaken.
哦
They
要
know they've lost the entire map. With only a minute on the clock, it's going to take a lot of time for them to go ahead and re-clear
我
that.
这 DC 连结还有过时
They're
的
not
哦。
even really going to bother. They know that
什么
killing the
意思啊？
flanker is enough to try to pull a kind of rotation back to the other side of things, or at least bait out some kind of reaction.
还是是因为我最近买 Nitro 啊？哦，没有买，我是用那个点数换。
PaperX just simplifying things.
早安。
Free open C site for them. See how safe they feel based on who plants this. If Forsaken plants, that's how you know that they're kind of taking this a bit more seriously. But you know, if you want to min-max the ults, you probably want the ult orb on the chamber or the Phoenix here.
Okay.
Nice open plant.
Yeah, it's safe.
Yeah, 2 of them are quite low, so you know that's why you feel like they just want to trust the safety in the numbers. 𝐷eVi has a nice rendezvous here. He could get a freebie before this retake comes in.
It's time for you to shine, Lish. Position. Scope zeroed in towards the back of spawn.
更新了吗？
He will still spot
等
them
一
out.
下
Still has
滑鼠
the
还没
rendezvous
好。
as well. Dodges the flash. TP's back. Forsaken to relay forward with a flash of his own. More targets, but also getting shot down. What is this? 𝐷eVi says no. I still want to have a go in this round. Starting to run out of time. Jing with more shots forward, and 𝐿𝐼𝐢
幸好赢。
eats up a succulent Chinese meal.
问题不大。
Rest in peace. Yeah, rest in peace. But I mean, that round was anything but succulent for PaperX. They have unfortunately left the round without much on their plate in this case.
OK OK。
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. Just having one of those games at this point.
滑水要冷却，
The highs and lows of debuting a Neon as
是它就不能放太久，它放太久不动它就卡住。
has cost them a lot. You can see them immediately reinvesting in the bonus, but it's not really a bonus round anymore if you spend all of your dollary dues.
邀请连接。
That might go south very quick.
You can say what you want about something this game, but run these deaths back. Like, this is just painful to watch, man. He's got one tap through smoke by 𝐿𝐿𝐞. What do you do against that?
I don't know what to say.
I mean, Jing's got an ult, so with the extra life of the Phoenix, PRX, they can at least, you know, tell themselves, oh, it's still a 5v5, guys. Got an extra life.
Somewhat. Delayed, if anything, he still has a lot of, some utility to clear out. He's going to spend that, run it back to push up into garage. Rest of the team trying to set up some kind of C-split. Ash is just checking it.
Yeah, he's got the progression smoke over to a log side as well, so he's hoping that somebody overextends here and makes 𝐂𝐿𝐴 into an easier retake for themselves. Still a paranoia in play. PRX very much taking their time with this one. Very deep smoke onto spawn there.
Planted.
Similar post plants being held as well, though, but we do have a drone going to garage.
𝐂𝐿𝐴 rewrapping garage in the meantime and clearing all of that out. They know that PRX are playing on the site.
Might be a rude awakening for Envy if he sticks around longer. Smoke being set up now, just clears out early corners. A button hook over out for 𝐂𝐿𝐴 as they try to set it up. Forsaken dodges the flash though. Still looking as Jing, no, Devi actually wraps all the way around.
我点就连接没问题，为啥？
By the top of his head, the wall bang. Up for Devi in a 1v2 where he will be able to step up to the first, but not the second. Ash. The start of the second half gone perilous for PRX.
Devi has bailed them out of a lot of bad situations in this game, as has Jing, but won't work out for them this time. And 𝐂𝐿𝐴, after doing so much damage to the economy in round 14, have broken PRX's money here. Sees hot hands and the spam, takes something out of the equation. Good aggression onto spawn side for PRX, but 𝐂𝐿𝐴 really did their homework. They worked their way down grass, back through garage, and allowed themselves a little bit of an easier approach onto that retake. And I think the pick onto something plus all of that hard work really made a difference in converting that round.
Let's play.
Which is going to be texture. Round 4, second half with a force. Absolutely shuts down any potential C push.
Over on the other side of things, though, Devi has also pulled his free operator out. Ash from up on high, maybe get a little action here.
We're gonna have to go in dynamic and
感觉这一定死一个。
you are able to set this up, but okay, just gonna sack one player for now. Devi still online with Tour de Force, could be big potential.
He's the man.
想拿枪拿不到，笑死。
Be allowed to. Paranoia does create an opening to pick 𝐁𝐶's. Texture chiming in with his own operator, and the run it back creates space but doesn't get a frag.
And just kind of allows for time to settle just for a second. Still though, Envy
什么意思？
into a corner, feels so uncomfortable. Just
过
Devi
期
left.
啊？为什么？
And what has felt claustrophobic will continue to suffer. PRX, once again, not quite able to reply against 𝐂𝐿𝐴's assaults.
Yeah, didn't have much brought into that round though, so you got to reserve your expectations. 𝐂𝐿𝐴 keeping things close, keeping things competitive. 2 rifles kept over into
Whatever happens,
17 now.
don't.
Lost Jing for free, but I mean the fact that they even brought this into a B site after plant where they force out the run it back from 𝐂𝐿𝐴 and take a lot of guns away from them is probably a win in the long term for PRX. I mean, I don't know what more Devi expects to do in that situation. You know, he's done a good job as it is. Very high standards for himself though. 17 kills on the chamber. Now a timeout for PRX, the first that they've had to take in this game, put under a little bit of pressure from 𝐂𝐿𝐴.
And they still have some cushion, but this is where you might get to might start to worry you're getting away with things.
Well, a lot of words from 𝐿𝐿𝐴 there. You have the buy back on through from PRX for 𝐂𝐿𝐴. Money, as mentioned, not as good as you'd like it to be. The They definitely are resettable at this point in the game. Not enough money for Texture to get his hands on an op, so it will be a rifle-centric buy for 𝐿𝐴𝐺. Let's see post time.
跟西安是打的。
What PaperX have been prepping for themselves
𝐿𝐺跟狼
outside
队。
of 𝐿obby and Grass. Have a little bit of a listen in.
Garage.
这个闪，
Keep going, keep going.
我已经学会这个闪，
Careful our front mid, boys. No one see long.
但我根本不玩火蓝，
Yeah, bit of a
我玩火蓝都会
push
闪
from
自己。
zinc, but a complete disengage with the fast lane. So as heard in the comms, call for the drone does come in to try to reclaim that map control without taking too much risk. PaperX creeping closer towards B. 𝐶𝐿 in position to try to shut this down.
还是有荣幸我加你，其实不加 DC 群也不会死啊。反正每次缺观众我都是开代码。
But you also have zincs, yes, tucked deep down C long, something that PaperX might not expect. They're not seeing anything. PaperX feel a little bit uncomfortable.
They're very indecisive at the moment. Haunt goes in towards A lobby, so they feel pressure to clear it, but they've already used their drone in this round. 𝐶𝐿 punished for peeking top B, though. That's a big pick for PaperX, but look at zincs. He creeps ever closer, checked well by 𝐷𝐵𝐼. PaperX now heading towards this A site where Texture and 𝐿𝐴𝐺 lie in wait.
Ooh, from the shadows also. 30 seconds and suddenly they're running, sprinting all the way back, perhaps over onto C. 𝐿𝐴𝐺 have a good read, but at the same time it's zincs over onto middle.
Hey.
One shot, not the other. Suddenly, B site could be open for business. Maybe the only site that they have. While Texture just blocks off all possible entrances. 𝐿𝐴𝐺 shut down. It's a huge base race for Forsaken over onto the C side. While 𝐷𝐵𝐼 continues to cut off players on rotation.
A little bit sweaty under the collar there for PaperX, but they barely make it to the C
还以为
side
是
in time.
DC 就
𝐷𝐵𝐼 and
没
𝐺
事。
dangerously low, but it's not going to matter too much when Texture goes down this early. Ash tasked with another clutch, tagged up around the corner. 𝐷𝐵𝐼 ready for the peak. It should be the double swing. There's
Hey, huh?
But it's not enough. How was this guy on the bench? He's incredible.
啊，这个艾许太强了吧！
Controller roll and Omen, and all it takes is just the spray down, the support for the team, and a Red Bull clutch to bring 𝐿𝐴𝐺 up to 9.
He's doing everything for them.
Well, 8, excuse me.
That's all right.
My bad.
Oh.
Not my strong suit either. Once it gets plus one hand, you know.
Yeah.
I have to.
I can't read the icons. I'm kidding.
I mean, yeah, that's a little unlucky. Every single one of those bullets hits Forsaken there. I think one of them might have been a collapse straight through 𝐷𝐵𝐼 as well, because Forsaken had like 100 and something health. So you needed like 3 or 4 bullets connected on the band.
先走要去打 A 配，行， 好烫。
Next though, and straight into A lobby, PaperX rush over. 𝐿𝐴𝐺 have enough players to try and stack up, but they're also a little bit lower. Just trying to block off, set up around the smokes, and force and impose PaperX as much as possible around short, but they're still getting tagged up. Enough for sprays, however, with support coming from 𝐶𝐿 and 𝐿𝐴𝐺. Nightfall sent back PaperX just to go back from whence they came. No, actually, they're sitting down.
The trail just faded, so he wanted to check that player in the close corner, but he actually won't be able to. Oh, the timing. Lucky is lucky to be
哇，好
alive.
危险啊！
Just enough positioning to try and reset. Got a little bit more support from 𝐶𝐿, who unfortunately goes down around long now. PaperX, numbers advantage. Just try to bulldoze through. 𝐿𝐴𝐺 trying to play position back into hell, but unfortunately gets dragged down into it instead. However, unbeknownst to PaperX, it's Texture out from behind! 1 shot, 2 shot, into 1 kill, and then Forsaken to try and look for another safe haven somewhere else.
Yeah, plant for A-League here. 10 seconds on the smoke. This could help him win the clutch. He doesn't have the ability to TP up onto a different angle, and he can't wrap Garage because there's a trademark here.
Oh,
it activates.
Uh-oh.
哇嘞！
Immediate smoke. And he still has a little bit of time.
Texture has the rendezvous active that he
这摄影机是准啊！这摄影机范围有这么大啊！
Allows him to possibly re-peek, but he wants to stay concealed. Forsaken just anticipates it.
He's read it very well there. Another Red Bull clutch out for PaperX in their favor every single one of these rounds. just coming down to very, very tight margins. XVX is on the post plant. Messy exchanges, small little bits of timing, making all the difference. But a very entertaining game between both of these teams. I mean, in the previous meta, this comp was like a little bit of a off pick, I would say, and only picked by a few teams. PRX
大佛今天这么扛，肯定要啊！哦，没有大佛怎么办啊？
become one of the premier duelist combinations, you're going to see a lot more of these kind of mirrors. And I, for one, I love this. This is a great game. This is very entertaining. Everything can kick off in an instant. One curveball, one, neon diving in.
平时都偷偷睡觉，就是平时没有他发挥的地方啊。伤定醒了，就没有他发挥的地方啊。他就是好好下咽啊。 小瓜呆 MVP， 你说哪一个？英比也很呆呢，又是老定律，3叉戟。
Regardless, PRX wins a big round to finally break 𝐀𝐿𝐸's money after a series of very close rounds. Lots of players here with light armor. 𝐷𝐸 is the only one with full armor here. And as soon as the Outlaw sings out, look at how much aura that has. No one on PRX wants to mess with texture on C there. No, thank you.
Just position.
怎么敢走在路中间收道具啊？不怕被打死啊？真的假的啦？
Draws out all the utility and the
ultimate
from 𝐀𝐿𝐸.
Yeah, but it's gone now. Like,
oh no,
that's the saddest overdrive ever. PRX goes, yeah, no thanks, bro. They've heard the Outlaw. They said, not interested. They've heard the overdrive. No.
Teleport's ready.
Slamming the door in the face of the salesman every single time.
And off of it at the same time, 𝐀𝐿𝐸 don't feel comfortable enough to push out anywhere else of the map, so it becomes rather passive while PRX just explores somewhere else.
Back towards the luck here of Valorant with only a classic. He's the one who bought texture and Outlaw.
Oh my.
And he's been killed by an Outlaw. I mean, some people, they give as much as they can, but others, they just take.
Yeah, something, Jing, 𝐷𝐸. A little bit selfish if you ask me.
Looking at texture right now. You got given a free Outlaw and he...
Ooh, okay.
Alright, sorry bro. My bad.
Let's see a little bit more. He's gonna peek into it. Oh, but there goes 𝐷𝐸. Once again, just looking to zero every single one of his opponents. Nice flash, but 𝐷𝐸's just... 𝐷𝐸.
没事没事，问题不大。
Full blind. Still able to calibrate the headhunter nicely there. 11 up for PRX. 𝐀𝐿𝐸 put under the pump now.
That overdrive was sad.
It was a sad overdrive. It was a sad man who forced a overdrive for, Outlaw for his best friend and got outlawed. That's beautiful.
Nice boys, let's go boys. Nice boys.
Well, 𝐀𝐿𝐸 picking Haven here into PRX, knowing exactly what they were ordering when they did so. Outlaw pushed off the line early on there, but it's the bigger sniper rifle that finds the opening pick they were looking for.
Still though, individuals all across the map, and now it's going to be Zinx's turn. PRX trying to aggress back over onto A, but shut down by 𝐿𝐸 just for a second. All of a sudden, you hear Zinx coming up from behind as well. It's a slow, silent, stealthy rap that Forsaken will not be aware of.
I mean, if something dies here, this is just going to be the saddest day ever for him. I mean, trigger discipline for Zinx. He's looking for Forsaken. Back towards the middle of the map. You're already getting the rotation in for 𝐀𝐿𝐸. They are well and truly one step ahead of this, and I think something's just dead for free here. Like,
Spike down mid.
Look at texture and current,
I feel so bad for him, man.
It's every round. And now the barrel spotted out. Maybe a slight glimmer of hope for Forsaken. Oh, look at the slide. The movement out from behind.
Yeah.
And it's 𝐀𝐿𝐸 to try once again to close in the gap against PRX.
Yeah, not too bad. anything but pretty over on that A lobby side for Lakia, but it got the job done nonetheless. Good stuff. The operator for Texture. This is where on the defense you want to start to feel his presence. Start to see him get warmed up. Still a winnable game for 𝐀𝐿. Got a little bit more work to do though as we head into the next round. What's PRX's buy looking like?
Decent.
11-9。
Force and 4 rifles. A lot of ultimates in play here as well.
不紧张。
Deployed into the round. A huge peek out into B mid from Texture, but also PRX starting to surround, set up the A split.
Don't have to run it back to kick things off, so that will naturally slow them down a little bit. But you could get a big Hunter's Fury in here from Envy as they pick up the pace into the site.
Site positions. 𝐿, however, trying to play around the utility and timing of it. Managing to take down 𝐁. Forsaken, not liking what he sees, backs off. Sudden push out from long now, but it feels as though 𝐁 is already aware.
Yeah, you do have the run it back as well if they need to go looking for information later on. And if you pivot back to B, Texture's already on this deep line in the middle of the map. I just don't see how PRX can get out of this round. They've been completely out-rotated.
Oh, they will clear with a drone, though.
I mean, Texture's just going to dodge that and just get back on the window line.
Oof.
Yep. He's got the rendezvous for safety. There's no reason for 𝐁𝐿 to rotate here.
Yeah, the intel isn't clean. PRX don't like what they see or feel, but the only way up is forward, onward, something with overdrive. Hunter's Fury all dumped in.
这分要拿，这大招都开了。
Quickly back over into Link. It's 𝐿𝐿 in towards short as well. The spike has been
这个蹦蹦跳跳的 over 怎么了？
Their money's worth. Tour de force. Back into position. Texture hunting down, but then goes Defy once again. You're back into the 1v1 with only 5 seconds to go. The flash onto the TP. Where could Ash be? Defy doesn't quite know, but has the rendezvous back in the safe.
哦，嚯！哎，反应太快了吧！反应好快哦。
PRX as well that absolutely tears and blows things up.
Ash knew exactly where he was. He heard that rendezvous towards long. But Defy is just faster. You can call this guy 𝐿𝐿 all you want, but when his reactions are looking like that, I think it's cool to be 𝐿𝐿. And that's coming from a man who's turning 30 in less than a month, so I think, you know, I might have a little bit of buy into that.
We're the same age.
哎，还得是打败。
We are all 𝐿𝐿.
Yeah, except for maybe Chat.
Except for Morgan.
But
he's got the 𝐿𝐿 energy, and not in a cool way. Anyway, Forsaken with the Haunt inside a lobby, and it seems like PRX are going to be making their way over towards this C side. Be careful of Ash with his Guardian. He's always quite trusty with that gun.
Fortunately, he's going to be overwhelmed by the incoming utility, though. Shifts to a retake setup.
They can hear 𝐁's footsteps, but they want nothing to do with that. Nice open plant for Envy. 𝐁𝐿 prepping themselves for the retake here, and they do still have to run it back on 𝐾𝐿.
What's really lovely for PRX, though, is Forsaken as the secondary layer into Garage. He's got a couple more teammates to support with him as well, but there goes something now. Shots delivered. And then the rest of PRX to continue to surround. They are looking for the wrap into
他怎么3打3了？怎么又搬回来了？为什么？为什么？发生什么事？
They had their fingers on the trigger, ready
to
send this to another
round. At this point, but another nice retake over towards that C side of the map. I thought that was going to be too tricky for them to tackle. Credit to PRX to push up through Garage in tandem with Forsaken's Paranoia.
玩的就是心跳。
wasn't ready for it.
每次都这样。
One taps to run it back. Envy catches one on the cross, and then you had this Paranoia into spawn with the double push out Garage. I thought that should have just been the round done and dusted. But credit to 𝐁𝐿. 𝐾𝐿, 𝐿𝐿, and Texture find their way into the site and hit all the shots that were necessary to get the round done. Timeout in response now for PRX. 2 chances here before they have to make their way into the time. Money is not looking good despite the spike plan. 𝐁𝐿 have definitely got a chance to push this the distance.
And if it does go that way, we might even have an upset in our hands. I mean, the map pick this time is 𝐁𝐿's. PRX would love to swallow that up, but You never quite know as you hit over onto the upcoming ones, Fracture Lotus.
As far as I'm concerned, after the first week for Gen.G, this is already a win.
Yes.
I don't even care if they win Haven. Like, as long as they just play decent next map, and they push PaperX a little bit, that at least shows some promise, because there was nothing last week.
It's true, but I'm also worried about the fact that they are in Group Alpha. All the opponents that they might have to face soon. Either way, though, 2 rounds separate them from overtime. Gen.G, do they have it? PaperX with a timeout. It's just very likely going to be... you never know. They do have 4 out of 6 thrifties, apparently.
Yeah, they're very thrifty. Send them off to Vinny's. I don't know. It's probably not many Australians, but that's fine. It's a thrift shop, guys.
Through
anyway,
context, yeah. Gotcha.
That works.
Devi, the headhunter looking for something. PaperX charge their way into grass here. It's a little bit of a hands-off approach to Sinks, guarding the garage door.
The spacing, though, the weapons, it actually still might be able to afford them a couple of kills, but meanwhile, the initial push over onto B, over to the back, they do get shut down.
PaperX 怎么掉2个？
I swear that Haunt has been very good.
一口局算了，那也没办法。
No entry into the garage. Oh, they were looking to try to ask how much would the repair be, and they got slapped with a $1,000 bill. Gen.G pushing us to all 24 rounds here. PaperX with one more chance to close. That Haunt has been insane. Like, Lucky has scanned so many players with the Haunt this game. It's just one of those things where you're not used to playing against the Fade. Like, you've seen every Sova dart in existence.
Sometimes
you play against the Fade and then the Haunt like hits a spot you're just not ready for and you don't shoot it in time and then, you know, that's just the end of it.
That's the thing about Haven. It also allows you to come up with a Nightfall for this round as well, but that doesn't matter if Texture starts things off again. Something. How many first deaths by this point?
Bro, I was
怎么才这样子？
This is rough. He did so well on the Neon after debuting it in the first week. Ash, next up to bat, playing the pivot position on this C site. All he needs to do is not be a liability, and he's gonna stick around.
不是吧？又要打 OT？ 好哟，我要吃饭啦！
What a resurgence to get themselves into overtime. There's no way Machine gets this done, surely. He just had way too much to do.
好哟，干嘛？
Like, you're looking at him and you're thinking, okay, all you need to do, bro, you don't even need to get one here. You've already got the man advantage. Just TP out of the side, put the fries in the bag, but no. He's given us a 3-course meal there.
That's succulent. The way that he actually...
You're making me hungry, man.
That's just a descriptive word. What do you mean? But you're absolutely right. I mean, look at how he actually maneuvers around this map.
又要上头被翻。
By the way, he got the first 2 kills. That third shot where he pre-fires across the site from Plat, that was a
这感觉也没有很上头。
crazy. He's really on one right now.
You're in the matrix now.
感觉就是正常打，但不知道为什么就是被翻。
PaperX though back onto the defense now. It's a double stack hold over onto Long. Smoke as well for support.
Devi's been most dangerous looking player today for PaperX, and he is the one in pole position to do some damage. Envy has crept up on the close line.
换赢了，他们都会有点急哦，也是。
Gen.G comfortable to sit.
There's the horn. Dealt with by the operator. So Devi is baiting for Envy here, but he'll get cleared by the Prowler. And he's in a lot of trouble. Not much of the utility actually hitting him.
Still decent. Now Devi relaying back over. Meanwhile, the rest of PaperX, look at this. They're always so far.
然后对面更急就被翻了，怎么啦？
Information, Jing's in the middle of the map. It's good positions overall for PaperX, but Gen.G being able to find the passage of play to win this round. It's contact play back into grass.
Spotted. Plays wall back into safety, but caught by the siege.
What?
Bro, the fade has been so good. It's actually outrageous.
We'll see if Devi can come up with something better. Meanwhile, something reveals himself. Tries to keep more players towards the back end, but it's 30 seconds left. Devi just waiting to punch through this ticket card. Send it into the smoke. Bit of support from Forsaken towards the back end as well. Sets up another survival one just to portion off the site. A couple of kills going through, and there goes something on the jump angle. A full trifecta. The rampage from the Savage just to kick things off in OT.
又是决胜。
Yet again, have to show some resilience on this defense. I felt like 𝐿𝐸 just soaked up so much utility there. Over on A lobby, they threw Prowler, Relay Bolt, and the Paranoia.
7点再出门就好，干嘛？
几点了？
又没有很急。
6点55，7点啦。
又没有很急哦。不会没。
We'll have to see it. Still though, back onto the attack now. This is where 𝐿𝐸 pulls the same play right back against PaperX. The peak.
不是整啦，怎么了啦？怎么了啦？比我还急哦。
Back over. Maybe suspecting some push out from A Long. He knows that window is the only possible pathing now, but that's exactly where the firing squad will still deliver.
怎样啊？
Yeah, good multi-frag from 𝐿𝐸 there. And it's the double flash play with the Paranoia. That's something that's been drilled a lot of times for 𝐿𝐸 off that specific timing. The Horde scans like 3
这局看完我就出门。
Everyone's blind. What a sick set play from 𝐿𝐸.
PaperX weren't expecting that, I can tell that much.
Alrighty, we go again, another OT here. A lot of quite close games in Pacific so far.
太难过了。
Double OT, multiple OT rather, thriller in RRQ and Barrel yesterday. Oh dear, texture.
看不到直播做法什么啦？我本来就没有在做法啦。
For 𝐿𝐸, they're not interested in interacting with map control. You know, they don't want to make too many decisions. It's just again death ball into A lobby and see what happens.
Wonder what happens with PaperX's reaction against.
好多人，好多人，完了，𝐿𝐸超危险。刚刚还在开飞机。
But ultimately, it's down to 𝐿𝐸. Goes down, something falls, and all of a sudden, 𝐿𝐸 might just flip the tables around. Jing hot on their heels, out with a flash, but it's Ash into the corner.
哇，被踩到啦！
The time that 𝐿𝐸's at that point, their map pick of Haven, and the desk was saying it earlier. You're picking PaperX's comp into PaperX or something very PaperX-esque. Better show us something special. And there's been some very nice rounds here. Great game back on in for Ash. Another multi-frag from him. I don't know if he's top of the board. I think 𝐿𝐸's just beat him out. But in terms of impact, Ash is very hard to go past right now.
还有暂停。
At this point, I mean, I just don't really know how.
烂啦！进攻方一直掉分，怎么啦
But if anyone could do it, Alex might be the person.
See what PaperX comes up with on this attacking side now.
？PaperX 进攻方掉分是真的假的啊？
In just the round previous, so I mean, this is the kind of comp they know how it functions on the defense. It's very tricky. It's the whole point of it. Play dirty, play with shotguns, have all these trap plays, get an operator on a deep off angle. Exactly what it's designed to do. Just be a nightmare to attack into.
Something unexpected.
Well, what have 𝐿𝐸 come up with in the timeout? It is going to be deep sea long control for 𝐿𝐸 with texture on that line, and over on this side of the map, towards A, they have a 3-stack. So 𝐿𝐸 very much playing towards the extremities. PaperX will contest lobby control, but they're keeping their options open.
Might just be op v op as well.
𝐿𝐸 could bait the shot here if they're smart about things.
Something close towards garage as well, but no, it's just quicker reaction.
You really wanted to see the circle jump from the Neon with the chamber peeking out after. Might have gone a little bit better for
这个欧门怎么剩20滴？
on this A side of the map, so no smokes now. But look at 𝐸. This guy's just walked through the middle of the map.
𝐿𝐸 though, surely gonna be enough for PaperX to clear out.
Yeah, but he's dead. He's dead to Rise. No way.
Yep.
That's just so free for 𝐸. He just doesn't care. He's literally just said, nah, you're down C long. There's got to be a gaping hole in the defense somewhere, and I'm going to find it.
The trademark gone, that was a big factor. Now a bit more initiative into the site, but 𝐀𝐛𝐨 don't want to slow down. Quick with the C's, but PaperX managed to just set up the final funnel towards Link. They will.
耶 OT 打到10 yes 我要吃饭啦。
It's a round where, you know, often, especially on the attacking side, where you have to go all or nothing. A lot of teams, especially less experienced teams that don't have, you know, championships under their belt or haven't played their way through pressure matches.
干嘛啦？
But sometimes the best thing to do when you call an attacking side timeout for yourself is to play things a little bit slower and see if the other team is going to.
哪个20比20啊？不吃饭，干嘛这样啊？没必要吧？
In that case, that's where PaperX does an extremely good job of just getting a free pick at
一
the
笔头好亮，
with a great mid-round straight up garage.
好闪。
Speaking of the map, a lot invested to be able to get himself closer to a run it back. Now 2 kills away.
Oh, the sudden peek out B.
It's rough timing for 𝐸𝐸. He was holding that line and he just wanted to go and check window. Texture catches him.
Something still just hoping someone walks into him.
Same as the last round, the trademark's down in the middle of the map now, and 𝐽 is trying to plug the holes.
So is Forsaken as well.
好闪好闪，没换掉，可惜。哇哇哩哇哩哇哩哇哩哇哩哇哩，这个超衰，真的。
Down in garage as well. 𝐀𝐻𝐨 have their free pick with how they want to play the map.
Something's over here with a shotgun, but he doesn't seem to be long for this world. I think he spotted Ash before Ash has spotted him. Indeed, he has that cape.
Oh
no!
A slight blunder, but he will still go in to confirm the kill. But that is going to be enough time, enough clearance for 𝐀𝐻𝐨 to get the spike down on B.
He stunned himself. That's fine.
很正当自己，笑死。
Inside of the smoke, back to back with 𝐸𝐸, who has crept out here.
Sneaky. 𝐸𝐸 will turn around, but I don't think this pirouette will be enough to push this. Can't quite get onto it. It's the the peak. Texture.
2 kills in the middle of the map. Able to win the chamber duel onto 𝐸𝐸.
架半天没出来。
Taken inside of garage. And he shoots so many people with the operator that Riot Games
换地方架就出来了。
Go on, mate, have another one. You deserve it. You've earned it. Pulls out the 2 of the force to get the job done.
Oh my god.
Map point yet again for 𝐀𝐻𝐨.
Go back on the attack. Sudden Odin being brought out. Oh, no one's hit though.
I haven't seen that yet. First time either one of these teams has bought the Odin. Because unlike North Americans, we have honor here in Pacific for the most part.
It's a useful tool either way. Pacific, we have judges, but one way or another, back into the smokes. It's a progression one from PaperX.
学一下以后开穿。
But suddenly getting pelted by all the utility. Tries to get position, but PaperX reads it. He's been playing that position far too long. Suddenly, though, 𝐸𝐸 enters back with the Odin, but no kill
这个
found.
没穿到商顶哦。
Curveball out onto the line there, trying to set up 𝐸𝐸 for success, but he does get punished. Another one pegged in from Power on 1 hit.
还不小心按到开镜，这样背闪按到开镜。
Pick up that duel. Prevent 𝐀𝐻𝐨 from setting up the smoke as well. 𝐸𝐸 on the up, possibly into garage, where Texture has now taken the line. Thread the needle. Something back through.
不是赛平直接开始高歌了是怎样？
Back over on
哦哟不，哦哟，哎，拜托你们拿下吧，拜托我要出门嘞。
4 games in Pacific, but then you look at his score at the end of the game and you're like, oh, he went
继续打。
Because, you know, he's either feeding an opening kill, but then in some of these rounds he just kills the whole enemy team, and he's like, yeah, stats not looking too bad at the end of things. He's getting it back together. Another great recovery there for PaperX on the attacking side, and Ash, I mean, he's been heroic in this game, but that's a round where he really hangs around too long. He needed to just shrouded step out of the site, and way too much to do there.
Looking for some adjustments now, but PaperX come in with their own. A triple stack down A, and also something deep into the cubby position.
𝐽 has a crack outside of garage, pushed away by Ash. 𝐸𝐸 on the line. Jump spot from something. Baits out the shot and he goes in a little bit too deep this time. Curveball to follow up. 𝐸𝐸 with balls of steel. He just hangs around and maybe he shouldn't have. 𝐿𝐺's looking to tee up another map point. Can anybody win on defense with a comp that's usually
我又掉
insane
2
on
个了
defense?
呀！
Not quite. Feels as though 𝐿𝐺
我在跟我朋友说我晚点出门。
sit down, waiting for PRX to make a move. Window of opportunity found, but not fully committing just yet. More players from PRX eager to try and fill in the gaps, and 𝐿𝐺 know it all too clear.
干嘛呀？
He did a 30 bomb for 𝐿𝐺. First time in a while you've seen him off the duelist, honestly. Neon is usually his staple. 𝐿𝐴𝐴 picks up the run at
不要20比20啦，太久了啦。
Gets stunned by 𝐿𝐴𝐴. That's all good. Hot hands inside of the smoke, just playing anti-flood to a PRX that only have 2 left alive.
好消息，进攻方拿到分了。坏消息，防守方防不住。怎么会这样子啦？
Any pick could be good, but with 𝐿𝐺's positioning, doesn't feel as though this has a positive mission outcome for PRX.
哇，看到了！哇哇啊！有一个尾随啊，有个变态的尾随啦！
Kills found, flawless to fruition for 𝐿𝐵.
I think you had texture on your build diff, by the way, so you must be happy. It's going well for you.
See. I had 𝐸𝐸 as well.
Oh my god. You're just a chamber lover. Another map point here for 𝐿𝐵, which forces PRX to yet again come up with the goods on their attacking side. Okay, let's move past that into a timeout.
Alex 是不是也想吃饭啊？
𝐿𝐵 is the one to take it. They want to close this game out on defense, and we'll see what kind of setup that they can come up with. And also give a chance for Alex to firsthand tell 𝐿𝐴 how he's feeling.
Hey man, I know you're having a rough go, but you can't.
It is just Alex and 𝐿𝐴 speaking right now.
Either way, though, I mean, 𝐿𝐵 have been having a pretty good time.
什么叫我不下去打？攻杀回啊！你到底讲话可不可以有逻辑一点啊？
Giving him the opportunity to send it, and he sent it about as hard as he possibly could into A lobby that round. It's only going to end one of 2 ways.
It's been brutal, it's been bloody, and it's going to continue. So keep your eyes peeled, glued to this screen, because it's texture with an operator once again down A lobby.
Posted up on sewers, straight out of A lobby. This time something narrowly avoids the op shot, and out comes the Prowler, which does get dealt with.
你可能就不认识他了。
with the Phoenix though.
He was spotted trying to sneak through Garage back then, but now it's a judge. A rude awakening. PRX find themselves numbers disadvantage. Relay ball sent towards the back as well, but you can't fully commit. Unfortunately, the utility this time might not yield any fruit. Still sliding, still trying, but getting gunned down. 𝐿𝐴𝐴, okay, different deck. Texture, where could he have gone?
Position noted inside of sewers. Plant goes down for 𝐸𝐵. 𝐸𝐵 and 𝐸𝐸 must again come up clutch for PRX, or it's curtains.
They have been clutched so far, but I don't know about this one, Chief. Texture out from behind. 𝐸𝐸
没办法看屁股怎么办呢？完嘞，完蛋，到位。
All the utility, but no position to deploy it. It sinks. On their own map pick, 17 to 15. What a resurgence!
Welcome to the duality of 𝐿𝐵. But apparently able to be a
虽然输了，没事，下一张图会赢的。 手感先热起来哦。没事，但你的肚子赢了，谢谢。我要穿袜子了，不要立起了。完蛋，哎，正居这样2-0啊！正居直接2-0 PaperX 了，怎么办啊？
This continue, or will they go back, revert back to what we saw last week? You certainly hope not, because this has been an absolute light show between both sides. All the flashes, all the kills, the heroics from either player. Ash has been quite the standout.
Yeah, back off the bench. He had a bit of a point to prove to the 𝐀𝐨𝐿 coaching staff.
拜托，一定要打到莲花古城。
but smokes. But if Ash is looking good on it and he's feeling confident on something like a Phoenix rather than the Senti at the moment, then I'm not minding it too much. You got a little bit more output out of Zinx. It's a weird configuration for this 𝐀𝐨 roster that I think is still trying to discover their identity, but they are playing a comp that seems strong in this meta, and they played it quite well against a team.
加油啊，something！
So color me intrigued.
相信自己。
Still more of a series to play here.
Definitely quite a bit to go. So for now, we're going to toss it back over to our
哎，该出门。看滑鼠又卡住了啦！
There is one very clear biggest winner so far, and that is us. That's the audience, that's us at the desk, the talent. This is the 𝐿𝐸 we want to see. This is the kind of match I want to see between two masters winning.
滑鼠卡住没办法关台啦，靠腰啊！
You know, a limp 𝐿𝐸 coming into this, and oh boy, were we wrong.
出门顺便看个滑鼠吧。
But he had a plan coming into this.
Mad respect.
那我们今天行程可能看不到滑鼠，可能看完不是，等吃完就要回家了。8点才吃哎，该放滑鼠。不是，他只是因为。 如果一直在动它的话，它就不会卡住。
Making his duelist debut here in Pacific. We're seeing so many of these strange swaps. A new player back into the roster, but they do get that win. It's 17-15. This loss is brutal for PRX.
It is. I mean, the Chambers
𝐿7走起
absolutely brilliant.
𝐿7
just absolutely jaw-dropping rounds. Like
不要再为垃圾找借口了，不是，他就只是需要我的关注而已，好不好？
Why this agent is so good in this meta right now, and why a lot of teams are beginning to lean into it, especially when you've got players of Devi and Texture's calibers on it. Great to see Texture coming back.
好不容易打完可以出门了，然后现在滑鼠动不了，靠腰我。
Get the op into his hands. That's the biggest thing with Texture.
有了吗？没有，靠腰。 靠腰。逻辑出了水上推荐给你，不是干嘛啦？干嘛？那就没事哦，你们不要这么苛刻啦。
Under Coach Morgan, and all of this has been so exciting to see, and PaperX must be.
G
Pro. We heard Alex screaming from up here.
你是被滑鼠 PUA 过吗？什么东西啦？啊，动了！关台！吃饭去，大家赶快去吃饭，拜拜。𝐿7是耳机哦。哦，买给我。
Yeah. A lot of
88888888。